Okay, Thursday, 16th of January, 2026. So Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. For men to develop, they need to go through a sleeping around phase. Maybe? Understand sexual mileage, basically. Appreciating sexual mileage. Experience, basically. Men really come into their own as they understand a lot about life, money, wealth, adventure, themselves, women, society, the world, everything. Is that man versus himself, man versus society, man versus man, rags to riches, all sorts of little cliche phrases in literature. But it seems that, and I did a video about this a year or something ago, as men, we want to shed naivety. Shedding naivety as to how the world works, as to how people or society functions and works and thinks, or how women behave or function and think. And one way is essentially through experience, because we could read, by all means, it's very scalable, low risk but low retention, and the opposite is to do stuff in life, do stuff, dating, socializing, flirting, teasing and beyond. High retention, but it's not as scalable because you've got to physically go places. But in the digital world, that has its own premium these days for different reasons. But it seems that men, in order to shed naivety as to how society works and how women function, let's say, we want to get involved in many different ways. It's almost immaterial, but the more involved you are in things, the more you're bumping up into reality and bumping up against women just for exposure, building a statistical model. You've seen this, therefore that's probably going to happen. And this happened before. When this happens, that normally tends to happen. Or this won't happen because that needs to happen first. Things like that. All kinds of probabilistic approach to understanding people by experience, by raw experience. By just talking, flirting, teasing and beyond with 10, 100,000 women. Fair enough. You do that, you'll have a damn strong understanding of society and women and people in your place and what you like and don't like and who you are. Shedding naivety. That's very, 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 very important, because we don't want to be going through life having delusional ideas or not in sync with reality, as getting the wrong idea, the wrong end of the stick. That's making too many critical errors, and that can cause problems later on. Disaster. You risk making too many mistakes. Disaster on all aspects of life. And in this context, in the context of this video, relationships. So then maybe men need to go through a phase of being very active. Very logical, yes. Because you've also got to careful mixing morality with mechanics. Because in this context, evolution doesn't care. Biology doesn't care. So if nature doesn't care, you could be quite callous to say, well, why should I care? Insofar as legalities and cultural unwritten rules, let's say, expectations and beyond, societal standards. But then you can say, right, well, the more I bump into the world, the better I get, because fundamentally you could say, to get the woman of my dreams, I need to have tons of experience and tons of practice, because she's the woman of my dreams, but I don't dare approach her. I'm too shy, too timid. But because I've approached 100 women over there, and I've practiced over here and done stuff over there, approaching the woman of my dreams is, mechanically speaking, in terms of flirting, easy, because you know what to do. You have that statistical model. This happens, so that might happen. This will happen, so this and that and that and this. You've got the confidence, which is vital. In general, you've got that spring in your step, not as tense. You're more fluid. You're more relaxed. You know what to do. You know what not to say, because you've been practicing over here for weeks and weeks and months. You've shed immense amount of naivety. You just know what to do. What do you want to do? I want to achieve this, do that, build this, talk to her, have her, see her, make it happen. Then powerful, and that's a beautiful talent to have as a man, just to make it. I want that, to just make it happen. Powerful. So fundamentally, you want to go through that phase in order to shed naivety, to take your social game, your social flirting skills, your social calibration to the next level, and perpetually increasing it, so as to always be at the edge, at the cutting edge of, you're always growing, you're never stagnant. That's very important as a principle. That's universal, and that'll be timeless. but also you're keeping abreast with society, with what's happening in the world, so as not to be left behind, technology-wise, social-wise, etc., etc., standards and expectations, you name it. Very powerful. And then the more you bump into the world, the more girlfriends you have, the more experience you have, the deeper the reservoir of knowledge, the fewer mistakes you'll make. Therefore, you're more likely to achieve what you want because there's less friction. That's priceless as a man. Very important. Priceless beyond belief. So maybe indeed. Essentially, it's the experience, that discipline, that character, that spring in your step, shedding naivety. That's the ultimate goal of having this sleep around phase. Very important. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.